In this video, we are looking to get the 2 Megapops achievement and the No Harvest achievement, with the Bomb Blitz as our 2 Megapopping tower. So to kick this off, we're going to start with a ninja and a dart monkey, and this is going to be an essential task for us saving this spot down here for Striker Jones. Otherwise, Striker Jones will steal too many pops. Going to place our engineer down here. I would like you as southeast as possible, so that then we have as much angle covered by the corner as possible. Round 9, very easy, and we're going to place our bomb shooter down now. It's going to be very weak. You never ever see the bomb shooter starting a regular game of chimps, like on a expert map or anything like that, and it's just simply because it's too expensive and too dog. Yeah, slow rate of fire, sometimes they miss. It's just not a great tower all round. We're going to be getting Jones down next. With any luck, we could get him here before the end of the round, although it is an incredibly tight fit down here. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get this until the end of next round, or the beginning of next round. You think by now I would perfectly memorize the spot, but thankfully nowadays we have the tower placement snapping tool. There's definitely an alternate world out there where this spot does not exist for towers like Geraldo or Jones in this case. Faster reload, extra range. Are we going to be able to get all of these? No, there's a red balloon over there. Right, Strong, I'm going to put you on first actually. You're going to still be on Strong. Take them out, please. Oh gosh, bloody yellow balloons. Yellow balloons galore. At least we can rely on these 3 towers to get through the black layer, because at the moment our explosiveness is not able to penetrate the black layer. It will do soon though, but it is a chance, not a guarantee. And get missile launcher for that increase of attack speed and range. Okay, the ninja will handle this camo balloon. Let's get ourselves recursive cluster next. We will get an alchemist, and we will place the alchemist in this hidden little spot up here, so that you can alchemize and only alchemize the bomb tower, bomb shooter, the explodey boy. Here we go, lead balloons. This is what you were bred for originally, to counter the metal layer. But then the DDT came along and said, I've got flak jacket. Now we can't rely on the ninja to camo solo round 33, so we are going to get ourselves some cleansing foam. We're going to get overclock anyways. Here we go, let's get ourselves cleansing foam and then put you all the way down here. If I want to later on, I'm going to get myself oversized nails so that our foam has a better chance of staying on the floor. Because I do want you to decamo DDTs, because when we put a village over here, the relentless glue gunner down here is not going to be in range, so I still need some way for the relentless glue to be able to slow down DDTs. And that's where the cleansing foam comes in. Multi-purpose tower, the engineer is. Don't you dare change it, Ninja Kiwi, for whatever reason. Don't you dare ever change the basic setup for my lovely engineer. Right, I want you as east as possible so that you have less of a chance of hitting a Moab on the left here. But I also want you as far up north as possible so that you steal as few as possible and don't alchemize another tower. So you're going to go up to... We're going to have Berserker Brew. And by the way, if you're wondering if I'm going to get perishing potions or not, I'm not going to. Reason being, 4 to 5 balloons exist. I forgot about the fact that lead balloons exist. I think I've got a few steals there which I should not have from the engineer. Yeah, a long time ago I did a video with the Flying Fortress going for 2 Megapops on this map with all the corn up. And let me just say, it was not a fun time because perishing potions ruined the run for me. So we're not doing perishing potions. Right, get ourselves radar scanners so that we can just rely on the camo detection provided for us to be able to grant the bomb shooter camo detection. Jones will also get that camo detection. Sadly, I don't think you're going to be in range of our bomb tower here so that you don't get the +5 range and 25% extra pierce, which I think is actually the more important factor of Jones's passive effects at nearby towers. Go up to drums, training, and mentoring, so that you can hopefully deal with these balloons a bit sooner before you get in the range of. Mainly it's going to be the engineer, although you've now got a fair bit of range because you're in the influence of the primary mentoring. Yeah, the phone won't be able to de-lead anything from this point here, but you will still be able to remove the camo from DDTs. Right, get a Moab glue over here. We're just going to settle with a 013 glue gunner down here for a moment. You will be a 024 at some point. We're going to have plenty of cash spare, and I think you can tell by the thumbnail that there is going to be another tier 5 tower here down at some point. And I'm not even going to get faster throwing so that I can apply buffs faster. Like, I just don't think it's going to be nice to have you with additional attacking speed. And actually, we don't even have room here for 2 villages. Only 1 village is going to be here today. We're not going to rely on homeland defense, which is what you would normally have for one of these tales. You know, overclock, call to arms at the very least, for as much attack speed as possible. And also with call to arms and homeland defense, additional pierce for a bit of time. Relentless glue is going to do wonders because when there are any Moabs or anything that has a ceramic or below popped down here, it stuns others like them. So therefore, these have less of a chance of stealing pops. Right, let's get overclock now so that then we can boost the ever-living heck out of this thing's attack speed. Because with the Alchemist and Perishing Potions, yes, I get that buffs last longer or last for more shots. But there's the other 2 lines in which you're not looking at, which is attack potions deal more damage to Merle class balloons and strip fortified off smaller balloons. Imagine that on round 98, it strips off thousands of damage just by removing the fortified layer from ceramics. No thank you. In the future, I may try a 23 Megapops with a pop Sidon on this map. Ryan Mahalik has done a video on that and it's bloody impressive. It's just the only thing nowadays that Pop Sidon has reduced range in comparison to when that video was made by Ryan Mahalik. Highly advise watching it. Fortified Moabs, you do make it a fair bit of a way in. I'm not immediately concerned with, oh my god, but I am concerned with Pierce, for goodness sakes. I may get myself another glue gun in the hopes of slowing them down. That is a lot of range, but I'm very happy about that. Okay, get that overclock up. Can we glue these? I think that glue was needed to slow them down enough so then you can pop everything. The other option there was to use Striker Jones's concussive shell ability on some of the ceramics. But then you get like 1,000 pops, which I do not want you to have. You will be a glue strike, but not right now. I would like to get Bomb Blitz as soon as possible. Let me know what other towers could possibly do this challenge. Like, I know Adora's possible because somebody's managed to complete that, but I've never been able to replicate it myself because I'm not very good with using Adora, despite the fact that my channel's profile is Void Dora Vengeful Transformed with a purple hue. I like the color purple, okay? I love this pet that the Alchemist hats. I want to pat it. But then again, I know that my hands will just be gooey, which I don't want. I don't want gooey hands. But it's worth it to pet the bloody good creature. Look at it. It's even got a dart on its head. Though, to be honest, if there's any creature that you should pat on the screen, it should be this wonderful dog you keep rolling over. It wants you to rub its belly, okay? That's what it's doing. It's waiting for you to rub its belly. I'm trying to with the mouse, but we're fast forwarding. I can't keep up with its speed. I'm more or less concerned with the engineer because of deconstruction. And Striker Jones, because Striker Jones does get very powerful when he goes up his levels. And I don't want you stealing too many pops, okay? That's why you're specifically here, in this niche little spot down here. What's your favorite kind of takeaway to get? Like if you've had a really busy day and you don't have the energy to cook something fresh, what do you tend to go for as the first thing that will come to your head? What is the, if you're restricted to just one kind of takeaway, what would you get? For me, there's probably only a few things that would beat a Chinese for me. You know, some ribs, some spicy rice noodles, some fried noodles. Ribs, I think I've said that already. And I've forgotten that we can now afford Bomb Blitz. And its passive ability is going to be used multiple times throughout the video. I think it's going to be used on 97 and 100 twice. Twice, okay? Twice, because of Striker Jones's level 20 being able to restore ability. Actually, no, it's level 10 in which we could do it on, actually. We set cooldowns on all bomb shooters and mortar monkeys, and that's including passive abilities. Deal with the ceramics. They stood no chance, although you did transform them from the ceramics into yellows, which I am not a fan of. Bomb Blitz. BFB inbound. Once again, wrong hero, but sort of the correct category. But what are we going to get now? I think we're going to get you up to Relentless Glue, you up to Glue Strike, and you are going to be Balloon Sabotage. Yes, I know, we're going to do a bit of slowdown. Right, here you are, ZOMG. You have no chance against the Bomb Blitz there. Because I don't want you in range of the Alchemist, I'm going to put you as top as possible over here. Although you are more likely to get some steals than this one just because of the angle in which you're at. Although it's not looking that far off really when it comes to potential steals. Now with these balloon sabotages, we can cycle between overclock and then when overclock runs out, use a balloon sabotage just to sort of slow down the balloons. So then we have more chances of getting our overclock back for when a balloon horde is coming, like let's say with this. But obviously we don't need balloon sabotage there, but for other rounds this could be very helpful to cycle between the two different abilities which we've got going on here. Yeah, so far on the channel I've done the biggest one. I've done Pop and or Apache Prime, Apache Dart Ship, Comanche Commander, Bomb Blitz today, Sentry Champion, and that is actually possible to get an all pop scenario with Sentry Champion. You just need to put Geraldo down here and then hope that the Sentry is able to get every single pop available. And the only thing you can have around this spot are like glue gunners, which are not lethal, and villagers. Although there is a chance that the bomb shooter is going to aim to the right a little bit. I don't know why it does that. It hits this part of the corn and it doesn't actually explode outwards. You've got 2600, you've got yeah, we're comfortable so far when it comes to steals. I'm not worried at all when it comes to steals. Even around 100 where there's going to be the most amount of steals possibly, we're not worried whatsoever. As long as you don't get too many steals early on. I'm mainly worried about Striker Jones getting steals. If I could devolve Deconstruction, I would. And just keep the larger surface area and the cleansing foam and the overclock. You know, that's just my personal preference for an engineer to support me in a task like this. Alright, let's blow them up. Ensure that they are teeny teensy pieces. Would you stop hitting the corn? The corn is our friend. We eat corn. We don't blow up corn. Yep, the Relentless Glue Gunner is not in range of our radar scanner village over here, but because we have the cleansing foam up here, it's not going to decamo these, but it will decamo these DDTs. And there we can decamo these DDTs without removing the lead layer from camo lead balloons. Also, when Striker Jones gets to level 20, we are going to be able to temporarily have double damage with the Bomb Blitz, minus any buffs obviously, because it's just the default damage that the Bomb Blitz does, which has its double damage. So that's going to be very useful in certain scenarios. I don't want to necessarily use it on 97 because I need that double damage for 98. Okay, DTs, come along. I wish I had Ninja Sabo ready for then. But I guess not for this time around. Right, the first big fat F-off round when it comes to the number of balloons on the screen at any given point in time. Well, literally, there's so many balloons here. It's going to out-pierce our Bomb Blitz, let's just say that. And that is going to be a fair few amount of steals right there, but again, not too worried. And actually, there's one benefit that we don't have, like auto armors and homeland defense, because any balloons that would be in the range of these towers would then have like more attack speed and more pierce, etc., which we do not want. You are going to be under the influence of the balloon Sabo, and thanks to Relentless Glue, we are stalling these DETs and miles in place so that they do not go any further north up. Thank you very much. I wouldn't want to try and do Monaco Storms. I think the setup to try and get 64,800 is going to be stupid. I think the last one I did actually was Balloon Exclusion Zone, where I kept complaining about when Overclock ended on the Balloon Area Denial System on 63. Yeah, that was definitely something and a half, which I didn't like. But there we go, 96, another really heavy round here. So 2,200, 2,900, 3,600, something, 8,300. Yeah, we're so comfortable when it comes to steals. I am not concerned whatsoever. I would like for you to not try and hit the corn, please. Use Sabo again here. I may actually put you on last and stun them in place, just to hold them in place for a little bit of time, because nowadays the concussive shell is target priority. So you saw me put it on last and attack the last BFB right there. Okay, we didn't need to use the passive ability on 97. That's really good. Slow them down so that then we can get Overclock active, and we're going to use the other Sabo right there, and we're going to double the damage as soon as these ZMGs. You know what? We're going to double the damage now while they're all in range. I just need to have myself a Sabo at the ready for 99. Otherwise, I don't think we're going to be able to slow... Oh my god, they're going through. That was kind of ugly. But still, that might have been needed, actually. Yeah, slow them down, please. Do not go through fortified DETs, please. Yeah, they're the main thing. Oh my god, you got so many steals on that round. That's not funny at all. Okay. You now require a super brittle, because we need to do enough damage against this behemoth to try and take it down. And now I can't really use the level 20 ability because we need it to refresh the passive ability of the Bomb Blitz here. So we're going to do enough damage against this thing with everything got going on here. And we're not going to slow them down because I need these to get away from Striker Jones. So that's the first one used. And now we're going to submit these down into there. And we're going to refresh the ability and get that done and dusted. 2,016,357 pops with the Bomb Blitz here on Cornfield. No harvest. And yeah, hope you all have a lovely day where you are. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see me do in the future. Let me know what like custom maps you'd like to see me try and do. I may do a video at some point on the stairway and try and do like an Axis of Wizard or something like that. 8% success. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and take care of yourselves.